Alright, so we are good. Let me get the stream out. Get the music going. Alright. Now I just need to get the stream out and then we will be going. Hopefully people start logging on to my group, which I'm going to pester people to do in just a moment. So, where are we? Content creators. Get grinding. Alright, so I need people to come to my group. There's no one here anymore, everyone's asleep. Okay. Alright, so once I get people, I will start. If I don't get people, I will go somewhere else. Isn't it better to do them alone? I mean, honestly, I would if I was strong enough. That's the honest answer. But I get wrecked, so it takes me too long. I get wrecked. In other words, I either have to refresh after 4 or I have to refresh after like 60. And I choose to do 60 if I can. They want me to come here? I mean, if they're gonna be active, I guess I can. I kind of like my group, but maybe they're not on right now. How is my sunset that strong that Scooby can't beat me? My sunset's super weak. Am I walking into a joke here? My sunset is super weak. What do you mean? I haven't even set up my sunset in all honesty. Oh, wait. Check history? I can't because the season just ended. But my sunset is really weak. I literally haven't touched it in a good minute. Yeah, like look at my commanders. Let me see. I mean, it's not like it's terrible. It's just not super strong. But who's Scooby? I don't know any player named Scooby. I'll give him another minute. The leaderboard? Top 20. Shy Girl? It resets. Oh, top 20 power. Top 20 power. Let me see. Power. Are we talking the same kingdom? There's no one named Scooby here. I don't even recognize the name Scooby. You tripping, man? Bro, there's no Scooby. Oh my god, there's a Scooby. What the hell? I've never seen this guy before. I've never seen this guy before. I don't know. That's odd. He's not able to beat me? How did he lose to me? My team's so bad. Alright, well, I'm not sitting... Alright, maybe I could kill Marauders while I wait. Even if I have to do like one at a time. I don't know how he lost me if he's really strong. I am not a strong guy. What does the fort give? Oh, in the third stage, it's nothing good. It's nothing good. Hey, welcome, Soup. Welcome. Alright, let me just keep going to... I don't think they changed any of the rewards. I think they just shifted the stages. So for my KvK, it's actually still stayed the same thing, because I think, and let's actually look, I think the notes are all the same. Or let me see. I think it's only for camps, and we don't have camps till like KvK 4 or something. Yeah, I think all of this falls under Season of Conquest changes, because it doesn't apply to us. Stage 2, Attack Marauder Camp. Yeah, I don't think any of this applies to us. Or maybe in theory it's because of our like quote-unquote matchmaking already started. But I don't think it's that. I think it just doesn't apply to us. Hey, welcome, how do I say that? Professor, basically? Provewer. Interesting. Prof Zewer? Something along those lines. Yeah, we're kind of just hanging out right now, killing some marauders. Slowly, because I'm not with the group. We're trying to create as big of a lead as we can, because they're gonna... you know, wreck us in the training stage with their Kraken probably. So we're trying to keep pushing well. It's going pretty well here. I mean, I was hoping we'd have more of like 100 mil lead, but looks like we're not. Looks like it's more like 50 mil. But yeah, we're just pushing along. That's kind of the plan. It's kind of gonna be a chill stream. You know, many are saving up to the last second. Yeah, and it's so dumb. It's really dumb because saving the bags just means you have less time to do the trades. Like, it seriously hurts you more than it helps. Like, you should pretty much constantly be trading, and you can't do that if you withhold bags. Little trick here if you don't know, Ethel, if you hop right in, you break the aggro. Saving the bags is dumb, but saving the points is not. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. I don't think it matters a big deal because, you know, something like training, for instance, it matters. Like, you should wait to the end to train because the other side will train in response to you. But this is just like raw time and effort Marauders, you know? So you can't really be losing and then all of a sudden decide, hey, I'm gonna go do Marauders with 10 minutes left. No, but you can do that for training. Mental warfare? Yeah, that's true. Hey, welcome. New sub, love that. Welcome, welcome. I was laughing because some people got kicked due to not enough fort contribution this week. They were just crashing out in the chat, Kingdom chat. When you're very sleepy, but you see you're ahead, you go to sleep rather than farm. Yeah, I don't disagree. I do think you're correct, but I think that in terms of what you can actually do about it, there's just so much less than training. Because if you have been reading the notes, which I assume you have, because you knew that, they moved the training stage to stage 3 in SOC now. So what you can do is you can snipe pre-KvK. You know? Like you can wait till the end of pre-KvK and then just do an ungodly amount of training. Oh, Martel, really? Come on, bro. I was waiting for people this whole time. Skill issue, if you're less active, join a less active alliance. Yep, I agree. I feel bad because these new players don't understand. You know, like they don't get that not doing forts really hurts everyone. So it's a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Hopefully after this he'll do them with me. Let's see. I kind of killed the ones over there because I didn't know. Where's he going? Guys, why are we doing it all solo? I had a marker here to do it together. That's crazy. Think anyone can snipe people like Noose and Bagratzioni? Well, it's them. They're the snipers, you know? That's exactly who I'm talking about. I guess I'll just do it with him. Lawrence. When people bring non-peacekeepers in 3869, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you lose what, 10 AP per one that you don't do together? Ooh, I got a skill upgrade. Do I want to lock this? No. Nope, no reason to lock that. Another thing I like doing is diversifying the time zone that I stream in. So I feel like it's a nice thing getting to hear different people and see different people. Though I do enjoy seeing and talking to the usual crowd as well. But it's always nice seeing new faces. But yeah, so it looks like we'll have probably a 50 mil lead or so. Oh, Myth? Oh, a bunch of people came out of nowhere. I guess they were saving. But so Shin. Shin hasn't gained any points in a while. Marauders are never a waste. They're referring to people not using Peacekeepers because it costs 50, whereas if you use a Peacekeeper, it costs 40 because of the talent, which I 100% agree with you on, by the way. He's referring to this, or she is referring to this. It costs 10 fewer. So in other words, when you're grinding out 50,000 AP, you're burning and wasting a lot. Alright, Martel, are we going to hit this together? How are we doing this? Oops. I don't want to hit with my weaker marches first. Do that. Ay. Then again, if you can skip that to make your march stronger, then it's worth skipping, no? Well, I think what you do is just what I'm doing, which is find a buddy who will make it physically possible for you to do it, even as a weaker thing. I mean, we as a kingdom were running like 5 groups in this one alliance. You know, like you don't really chain or do it slow and effectively with a stronger march for Marauders. You do it with 5 marches if you could, and in large groups. Now when you're stronger, you know, maybe KvK 2, 3, 4 plus, you can solo, but there's no reason to in KvK 1. It's not effective to solo. Usually I don't show this, but it's fine. I love new players. What's funny is I'm not even in, oh shit. That's my fault. The groups of 7 plus, sometimes 15. Yeah, we kind of do whatever you can physically manage here. I don't think I'm gonna make it in time. I was trying to get at least my 8th there, but I don't think it's happening. It's gonna be close though. Oh, I got my 8th in. Look at that. I don't know why he went to here rather than this one. I gotta like watch him like a hawk now because he's not doing what makes sense. Or is gold doing? Oh, he's AFK. Jesus Christ. We had like an elite group 2 going on earlier. Now it's like flaky as hell. I would ask for like R4 so I can lead one, but doesn't seem very feasible right now. I don't think I could take one solo. I guess I'll try, and if I die, I'll just teleport to a real group. Do you? I think we'll do you. God, I only got 6. Jeez. How is someone else from 69 was here earlier today? How is that kingdom doing? You guys are doing pretty well from what I hear. Oh. Oh, am I gonna make it? I didn't actually think I was gonna survive. If I survive, I guess... Oh, of course now he fucking... It's very frustrating. Well, maybe I'll sneak in for this one, and then I'll refresh after that. Teleport. But my marches have nothing left in them. The 30-day event is so ass. No, it's not. What are you talking about? 20 gold heads for logging in? I mean, what? How is it bad? I mean, these are whatever, but 20 gold heads? So 1 vs 3, you dominate. Well, some meme in the Lost Gamer chat, nothing more. Still farming. Let me do this. Yeah, we have a... I'm gonna do a video on it, but this 1v3 is very questionable if it should have been a 1v3 in my eyes. But you also have one kingdom that's basically irrelevant, so maybe it's fair. Okay, let's try this, see if the Lohar dies. Well, here's the thing: is you could say, yeah, 30 days, 20 gold heads, whatever. But I think if I told you you basically get an extra gold head for logging in, you would be like, sure, sign me right up. You know what I mean? One versus 3, but it's like 3 noobs versus 1 pro. Why am I so early? Because I was able to be free earlier, and so I started early. It's Marauders. There's no time to delay, you know? Yeah, I mean, unironically, that you are correct almost. That I think, and we'll see how our leadership performs, but our kingdom's real strength here is that we're fighting a bunch of new players. But we definitely are fighting an uphill battle. If you know, on paper, which I will demonstrate in my video when I make it, this is a crazy 3v1 for us. Like, this should not, almost you can argue the inverse, that it should be 3v1 against 74. But we'll see what happens, you know? You don't think we're fighting an uphill battle? I think this is a very questionable thing. I think that if you actually look at it on paper, it's hard. If you look at it 1v1, I think we win in a hard fight. If you look at it 1v1, we win in a hard fight. If you look at it, yeah, but here's you guys may not have the experience that I do, honestly. That's just kind of where I'm gonna get at. I know it sounds conceited, but let me show you something. So let's say we throw INL and INA to deal with, 74, and I think we could win. I think we'll win. We'll have no people to fight this alliance, and you may say, "Oh, well, they're a shit alliance." Well, they have a 91 mil player. You know, they have a 90 mil player. We need at least 2 garrisons to deal with this. We need at least 2 rallies to crack through their garrisons. So you're not breaking through this with just the 3rd alliance thrown at them, right? And so that's where we run into a huge issue, where 76 has some people, 74 has more tier 5s than us, and 75's whatever, you know? So you have to be able to deal with all those. And again, I will do a video that is super in-depth about it, but we're going to hold against them. I'm not saying we can't, right? It's just, again, the issue is that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people, or 6 people with the tech to do it. Let's say you have to send 2 of them to deal with 76. Let's say you send 2 of them to deal with 76, because you kind of have to, or even if you do 1 and you free burn, back flag. Then you have 1, you have 2, you have 3, you have 4, you have 5, you have 6, you have 7, you have 8. That may be it. It may be 8 whales. I think it's 8 whales. So you have to deal with 8 whales here and 2 whales in 76. And I'm not, again, I understand they have a downtime. I understand that their leadership is shit. I understand a bunch of things like that. But what you have to understand is that we're going to be heavily relying on a back flag system, and being, it's going to be a blitzkrieg. That's what it's going to be. If you know what that is. If you know your history. It's going to be fully reliant on, can we beat them faster than they beat us? Can we beat them during their downtime so hard that they're screwed? Yeah, so you know what I mean. So it's quite literally going to be a blitzkrieg. It's not a free for all. It's everyone versus us. It's a 3 versus 1. Ay. Just want a group. Just want to kill marauders. But hey, listen, again, I'm not discrediting us. We've got this. We've got this. You know, we've got some strong stuff going on. That is one of the reasons why it became that. But I don't want it to be... It's funny. Funny. I mean, I wish I was R4. I'd place a marker and get this going and try and get people. 75 is Rob. Not going to take their... Yeah. 75 is not irrelevant. It's basically a 2 versus 1 KvK. With 75 spectating. But, yeah, I don't know. Bagra? Is he doing it? Is he about to do one? Or maybe I could do it with him. Oh, I forgot to heal. Oh. I have 74 viewers. What are you talking about? I wish I had 74 viewers. That'd be pretty cool. I think I got that for, what's it called? The Zenith stream. Let's just do it this way. What is it? 3:30. 3:30. I don't feel like waiting. Friend, enemy, alliance, Victus. Okay. You feeling that the KvK will decide from the start? Oh, I have 74 viewers. Yeah, that's fine. I have people that watch from 74. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I feel like I am very open and honest that I am an impartial person. You know, I tell you how it is. If I think we're gonna win or lose, I say it. What can masonry do? It's building speed. I think 88. Yep. Original purpose. Oh, whoops. Isn't their skin black and then their fur is white? Yeah. Oh. Air conditioning, good old US of A. Who directed this? Beimu. 1%. Alright. I get the game questions pretty well. Alright, let me just hold on. Where is this group? I'm done with this shit. Why was I send a link here? Okay. Well, for us in 69, we pray they all fight for more migration points. That's also a good point. Gotta have fights to get those special immigration points. I wonder how much loot I'm gonna get. I don't really have many chests. Let's try to trade, help some people out. Clear the board a bit. Nice. Let's do like 6 trades. Oh, of course he's fucking coming now. God damn it. Hold on. Ay. Hold on, guys. Hold on, and then we'll get started with the Marauding Killer. Oh. Of course, it's fucking Mr. Job. Job, whatever your damn name is. Where is the group that was here? Here. Come on, attack! Oh, you bitch. That was ridiculous. Nice name. Yeah, you guys got to see that one. '70, '71, and '72 have not. Oh, they're not expect. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, see, it's similar here where we are fighting very inexperienced people, but I don't know if we are quite experienced in terms of the main leadership. I think they are, but I think most of them are, at least newer players than I, which, everyone that I meet is newer than me. But I hope they do well. I expect good things, but I don't know if I'm setting high expectations or not. 2. I swear my luck with APO heads are like negative. Yeah, 74 is a nightmare as far as experience goes. I think that, and you know what? We're marching. I gotta talk, and I'm sorry if anyone from 74 is here, but I don't know if I've ever seen worse territory. And I have to defend you guys a little bit because you had a civil war, but like, there's no way you guys have good territory generation. And it is the One Alliance Kingdom, so I respect. Excuse me. So I respect that you did 4 and 3 and then 2, but I think it's this territory is crazy. You got AP, defense. I'm just curious if you are actually getting 4 unique buffs. Rallied, and then yeah. So at least you got that. But your builds here are, oh my god, guys. I cannot fathom that your generation is even somewhat okay. It's got to be really bad. You don't know how to build, you have to help them build it. It was even more cooked. Yeah, I'm sure it was. It is really rough. I mean, I cannot fathom what your generation is. That's gonna really kill you guys in KvK. It's gonna be really bad. How do you pronounce that, by the way? Is it Niloy Islam? Niloy? You are in 73 now? I can't keep track. I've got people from all over. You're in my alliance. Niloy? Jove. Jove, you're funny. Okay, perfect first time. Okay. Gotcha. It's not a marauder. Going up here. They were closer marauders. Okay. But wasn't there one like right here? There's one here. Here. Job, you want a shout out, huh? I guess that qualifies. Okay. So I've decided for myself that I'm no longer spending gold keys and I'm no longer spending equipment keys to save for my engineering stuff, which may be a bit of a hot take, but that's what I'm doing. That's the plan. I guess they called for a refresh, but their marches, oh, some of them are weak. But I am surprised they're refreshing. It seems like the majority of them are pretty healthy. I don't know. We'll do some hopping. You engineer geek. Well, here's the thing, right? Is I already have my main. And it's like, do I really need 2 just normal player accounts? Like, what would be the point in having 2 normal accounts? I don't think there is one. Marksman. So I feel like there's not a point to having just 2 accounts that both field normal marches and one is a free-to-play. Like, why do that when I can get more value? No, it's not the whole point. There's a lot of points. But I do think that, you know, one thing is that I just wanted to get the... Oh, never mind. I think I misread your question or your statement. But I don't know. I think that I was doing a free-to-play experience. I think that's why I did this. And so in assessing a free-to-play experience, I kind of realized that I think the best actual way to min-max as a free-to-play is by going engineer. I actually do truly believe that the best way to min-max is engineering as a free-to-play. Now, is it going to be the best of the best in terms of KP gain, etc.? I don't think so. I also think you run the risk of being in a kingdom with no fields. But I think that Siege is just so head and shoulders above other options as a free-to-play. I got no troops, Job. That's the answer if you're in here. I got a train, man. I got no troops. I've got all my training speeds intact. But we're not at training stage yet. And I'm a free-to-play. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm very excited. It's kind of annoying because I'm more excited for this KvK to play and fight because I think our enemies are more exciting. Just because it's like, you know, the rivalry. But oh, you're the... Alright, let me look. That's not you. You just made me look. That is not you. There's no way. You just made me check. Oh, you're great. That was funny. That's actually you? Oh, it's so funny. You're free to play, but you want KP, so you won't go Siege for more on the meta. Yeah. Yeah, well, part of the whole thing is I'll probably do one march that's like really good at cheeseburgering, and then I'll do a Siege thing. Just the total everyone hates me build. Cheeseburgering and oh, this is annoying. I hate having this icon here. The cheeseburgering and the engineer. Nothing wrong with Charlie chat. Oh god, you're funny. Can we start? We gotta keep grinding, guys. 11 messages? Holy shit. I was trying to get some new emotes today. We were looking at that this morning. It's a thing to see how further you go with the free-to-play. Are you gonna abandon it though, or are you gonna start spending? That's my question. What are we doing here? Why are you going back to your city? This is a weird group. There's like no leader. We're just running around. You mean you already spend 100 euros a month? Yeah, that's fair. That's I do the same thing you know, here, except it's not 100 euros, I'll tell you that much. It's a lot more than that. I did more than that just pushing Zenith. Zenith alone was like 2.6. Little quick 2.6 in Zenith. Don't mind me. I'm happy to see T6. What are you talking about, Joe? Why are you talking in that chat? You weirdo. People are really grinding Marauders? Yeah, man. This is just... We've got like 5 groups like this. This alliance alone, and we have like 3 or 4 main alliances. This alliance alone is, you know, running probably 3 groups right now. Or 2, actually. It may just be 2, since I tried to join that one earlier that wasn't active. And it didn't pick up, obviously. You don't think they know that there's no stage rewards? I think they want Marauder chests, because Marauder chest rewards are pretty strong. I don't know what Job is. We have this very weird guy in this kingdom. His name's Job. So if you ever hear me talking about Job, just know he's a very weird guy. I also don't know if it's Job or if it's Job, but I call it Job. So, I don't give a shit. But yeah, the Marauder chests are pretty good. That's I think, mostly why we do them. Not to mention, we have to really push this stage. If we want to beat 74 and beat their whales, we need a pretty good buffer. 420 chests, you got 76 days of speed ups and 45 days of training. I mean, that's awesome. You know what I mean? Like, you're literally talking about something close to buying 5-6 gold chests. Obviously, can't forget the gems, etc. That's like 6 gold chests of speed ups. You know, and I think when you put it in terms of that, I think you realize that that's pretty impressive. Not to mention gems and, you know, whatever else you get. Alliance credits are helpful. Oh, it is a job. It is pronounced job. Gotcha. I don't know why watching the stream. Oh, maybe I get it. You're probably watching in with it like in a panel mode on your mobile. I don't know what that mode is called. But yeah, it's interesting. We're doing well. I was kind of saying that we needed a 100 mil buffer, and we'll see how that works out. I do know that our whales are pushing. I know Noose is pushing. You know, all hail Noose. Base Tank and Drago, neither of them have pushed in a long time. So I'm kind of hoping that they are, and I just don't know. Okay. Yeah, but I didn't realize how hard it was to kill Marauders as a free-to-play. You know, last time I really pushed Marauders, I was tier 5 gold gear. So... You don't think they have that kind of time? Who are you talking about? I don't think I'm following you here. Oops. Oh, Drago and base? Yeah, but I think it's the type of thing that people have probably been talking about training stage and asking them if they're going to train, etc. And then they go, what do you mean? What is training stage? And figure it out from there. It's just the early on free-to-play that has trouble with this. Yes, you are definitely correct. I wanted to solo and push like 100k AP, and then I died after like 4 or 5 Marauders, and I was like, alright, we're just doing it in groups and doing it slow. Because I have pushed like negligible, like basically nothing what I wanted to do. I also have been super busy real life with work. So my kind of goal is to push for the next 4 hours to like 3 AM probably. And then, where is it? Oh, here. I'm so stupid. And then get at least maybe like 150. 150 chests would be a low amount, but is what it is. I'm not doing YSG, so I don't desperately need gems or anything for the wheel. But the speed ups will be nice when I do push my tech, which will be next time we get a 15% rune and kingdom buff. So if I have to wait till KvK, you know, I'll wait till KvK. I don't really care when I do the push as long as it's before the first time I fight. So that's fine, but my tech right now is atrocious. It is really bad right now. Even without spending on your account, KvK 1, doing Marauders without tier 5 is just not worth your time. I definitely would believe it. I do not disagree. It has been so long, or I honestly have never been this weak before. So it's kind of a new experience, which is, you know, why I did everything that I did. It's kind of why I did this. Get that new experience from it all. One of the many reasons. Now I'm just excited to turn into a siege main after KvK. Yeah, I could grab a rune. Where am I? City's here. And none of them are dead. Yeah, I could grab a rune. Probably like a 7 attack, 7 march speed would be nice. You can feel it, the lack of sleep. My sleep has been fine. I've barely pushed this event, man. I only have 63 chests. But I've just been swamped with work. I've been brain dead from all the work I've been doing in real life. I've been doing like 8 hours of work a day, even on the weekends. Killing me right now. Let's not do markswoman. Is everyone here? Yes. Okay. We're killing it quick though. We must have some pretty strong people here. I know, I don't know how you pronounce it, but the Amor with a Q, this guy, he's pretty strong. Yeah, 32 mil. Damn, he pushed. He was like 25 last I saw. 26. But I think a few people of ours are sitting on speed ups. Like, I don't think I've seen Shanks change power in like a couple weeks. Same with some of these other guys. I feel like Stubby's been there for a bit. I'm not sure. But yeah, I've got another few hours in me to push. At least that's the plan. If there aren't groups, then I'll probably just call it. But I think we'll have groups. We're pretty international, our kingdom. Oh, I gotta level that. Let's do this. We're pretty international, so I don't expect it to be a problem. That's a 9 to 5. I don't think it's a 9 to 5 when you're working on the weekends, brother. I don't think it's a 9 to 5 when you're doing work on weekends and holiday. Don't think that's your traditional 9 to 5. But whatever you want to say, job, you say it. After all, Basting and Dragos, yeah, their literal life purpose right now is to fight that kingdom. So I expect good things. Ooh, I should do that. Let's do that. Post this. Then we'll go here. I'll tank, guys, don't worry. I've got that tier 5 tech. Don't worry, I'm super strong. Got that max free-to-play text. Tropical chest. It's funny, you say anything about real life or work and people just go, alright, cool, send the money. Flux when. How I make that joke too. Where is he going? I don't know where he was going. He got locked onto this marauder and just sent it. I need to make sure I don't forget to keep my farm up and running. Sometimes, oh shoot, no, I forgot to do markswoman. Sometimes they don't appear for everyone. That's interesting. I also think sometimes the labels don't apply right away. So I wonder if he saw like the wrong label. It's funny, I feel like this time slot gets a lot more people. Which is, you know, that's cool. I'm down. I'm down for it. I'm here. Some hype war music for me killing barbarians. Uh-oh. Do this. I wonder, what I'm really curious about is how many healing speed ups I'm getting right now. Probably like another 5 days since we started. Yeah, I think it's been about 3 days since I started. Peak content. Yeah. But the wars are gonna be pretty high. Oh, where are you going? Dizzy. Okay. There was 2 right here, guys. Do you do a video on the power breakdowns of the Kingdom of KvK yet? No, so as soon as training stage is done, I'm gonna do a big video on it. Like a really detailed, really in-depth video analyzing this KvK. It'll have all the data of every kingdom, etc. The map breakdown, you know, strategy breakdown and discussion. Literally everything you could think of. But I did want to wait because we have so many, you know, whales in this KvK. I think there's like 30 tier 5 players with 4 basically 100 mil. He's targeting me? No. So I didn't want to make the video and then one of them pushes 60 million power and I'm like, oh well, that whale who was 80 million is now 140. You know? So I decided to wait. But I'll start working on it the second training stage ends. Won't be hard. I already made the thumbnail actually. So the thumbnail's even made. I literally just have to record and edit, which takes me 1 day. So, but I am excited. I love breakdowns of data. It's one of my favorite things to do. So yeah, that's exciting things coming. Okay. I'm like barely answering questions if you're asking me through the chat, through the game. You gotta come to stream and ask me questions. I gotta be honest. It's just how it is. Alright, good night, Daniel. See you around. Jones. Oh, look, they came back to merge with us again. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Oh, maybe I am tired. Goddamn. Ooh, I thought I had more in me right now. We're gonna keep pushing. Let's do that. And where do we go next? Oh, right here. Which one are we gonna walk to? Up here. And hopefully we'll swing down and around here. Fish beer. Wonder what that tastes like. It's an interesting name. Fish beer. Not sure how I feel about that one. 11. Gotta keep the trades flowing. I've been trying to basically spam to everyone, hey, make sure you're trading. But I think it's very important. You can see they've switched into their uptime again. They have a very drastic uptime downtime. Very noticeable, like seriously noticeable. I think their uptime isn't half bad, it really isn't. But I think their downtime is like, Jesus Christ. These are the type of things though, and I know 74 people are probably here, that I don't know if I want to address in my video. Because, for instance, do I want to say, hey, geez, 74, your territory's awful, and then they try and fix it, right? And then they do something to change it. That's the type of thing where I'm like, do I want to really give them good advice in a way? Do I want to say, oh wow, that's rough, you can change that? Probably not, right? So I do have to figure out that balance in my video. Yeah, bad idea. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't... There's a few things I'd have to look into and then give them comments on. Or just shit talk on, I guess, really. But I don't want to do that too in detail. Because there are a few things that you can resolve these issues pretty easily. One being downtime, and I think most of you know what I'm talking about. And with them being new players, they probably don't really know that. And I don't want them to get any ideas of researching how to fix it. So, that's just one example of the many. The many things that 74 is not doing a good job of right now. But I probably will talk about like our weaknesses a little bit. Nothing like drastic and nothing, you know, too in detail, but things like I mentioned earlier where, you know, we've got 6 good garrison rallies fighting 10. How are we going to have to distribute it in Kingsland, right? And that's one of the weakest parts of our... That's the nature of a 1v3, but that's one of the weakest parts of our KvK. So... This is weird. On stream, it's coming up that you said let them down, but it's not on my YouTube chat. Why is it not connected? Or, if anything, it should be on my YouTube chat and not my... That's super weird. I don't know why that happened. Is that the closest one? Holy crap. There's one right here. Alright, whatever. Go with the gang. Alright, so we are going to take a look at my city. Yeah, I was wondering if I needed to upgrade my hospitals more. I don't really know what's the goal. I mean, I know that 25 gives you some buff too, but it may not be very realistic for me to spend that. Food production. Oh, Noose finished it. Congrats, Noose. Damn, Noose finished their Martel. Let's go. That's hype. Day 85. Good old Noose. Is he sightseeing at the river? Red Bull's going on a little sightseeing tour of the river here. Yes, it is a beautiful river, isn't it? There you go. Good job, man. Yeah, I mean, there's things that aren't perfect about a lot of things in all kingdoms, but I think they've done a pretty decent job of structuring our kingdom for the most part. So we'll just have to see how things adjust with our enemies specifically. And especially just see how much dead weight our enemies are and if they fight properly. 75 is a good example where it's very possible that none of them show up or that none of them can really take their pass 8. You know? And if none of them can... if it takes them 10 minutes to take pass 8, that's going to make it a little bit of a rough day for them. Though I think that's highly realistic that it takes them a good minute to take it. Alright guys, some of you are like full health. Oh, I guess you have small marches. You got 176k there. I think you can afford to hit first. Okay, fine. Jesus Christ. Gotta have a free-to-play to do everything here. Mr. 176k. The lowest power with the worst tech, with the worst commanders, with the worst troops. And they're making me tank. Hashi's coming. Alright, Hashi, I see you. You guys can excuse me. The audio is fine compared to the music's fine with my voice, right? There's nothing too loud, too quiet. We're chilling with all that. I don't know if I need to buy gold stars. You all good? Okay, thank you. Yeah, there was... I don't know how many of you have been here for a bit now, or how many of you are... Oh. But when I did my first, let's say, 10 streams, so a good amount, I thought you guys could hear the music that I was listening to, but in reality, I was just listening to the music on my own. So I only found that out in like my Zenith big stream that I got 74 concurrent viewers, etc. And I was like, you guys couldn't hear this damn music? It was pretty hilarious. It cracked me up, but it was pretty bad streamer moment. You're doing Marauders with 5 Peacekeepers. We have a bigger group. I mean, if we just had one person tanking, I could do 5. I just don't have good troop count. Like, it literally just says it's a troop count issue. Hey, welcome. Like, how do I turn this into 5 marches? Oh, God. How do I turn this into 5 marches? Hypnotic. I used to play with a good, not like real life friend, but good game friend of mine. His name was Hypno. That was always fun. Let me just wait a second. But yeah, I found out that someone in my kingdom was in the kingdom that I was the king of back in the day, which I thought was crazy. How am I doing? I'm chilling. I'm just doing some Marauders. We are currently in first by a good amount, but we definitely need to make more of a lead to offset the training that is going to happen from their Kraken. I was hoping we'd get something like 100 mil. Looks like we're going to get something like 50 mil. But it is what it is. Just do the best you can. Enjoy the loot and rewards. That's what I say. I know I'm going to enjoy the loot. I don't know what I want more. I probably want speed ups more than I want gems even. It's probably speed ups, gems, and then everything else is just whatever, right? I don't think there's anything else worth much. You love Marauders, push your account really well. Yeah, Marauders can do literal wonders for your account in KvK1. I wish I had more real life time to push. Because we've been doing groups like 24/7. I just genuinely did not have real life time to be in them. But I've enjoyed it. I have enjoyed it. I've greatly enjoyed it. But I think what do you really get from them? It's speed ups, obviously. You can get the 3 days, 24 hours, etc. And then it's gems, right? But what else is? Oh, AP pots. You can get AP pots, I believe. Maybe. Um, you had like 330 Marauder chest. KvK1 really was a guy. Yeah, that was my. That was like my KvK1 back in the day. I pushed Marauders really hard. Yeah, you do get resources. I wasn't sure if you get resources. That's good. Key and gold. Oh, key and epic heads. Honestly, I do need epic heads because I'm doing the siege commanders. So I kind of do need that because I got VIP 10 already. So I don't have too many of them. Some resource. Oh, mats. Oh, right. Yeah, Cade and the prof. I don't know what to call you, so I'm just gonna say the prof. You're right, mats. I forgot about mats. But again, yet another thing where, as a free-to-play, I feel like blueprints are my issue right now, not mats. But either way, I'm just saving because I don't need to buy anything. There's no reason for me to craft anything. Let me actually see. Did I buy the new store? No. And we'll also grab these. Just chaining for over a week. We had no zone 5 because allies around. Oh, are you in KvK 2? KvK 2, that sounds like to me. Same thing, you just farm right now. Lost Kingdom waiting for egg. Yep, that's the vibe. Egg's probably in a few days, right? You rolled 75 times on last egg event, and the game proceeded to give you 27 out of 30 pieces. 27's not that bad, is it? 27 seems like a lot for egg event. Or is that with pity? Maybe with pity, that's not actually much. Eggs on Friday, someone said. I could check the calendar. Why is Hashi not fighting? Like, what the hell are you doing? Let's go. We got Marauders to kill Hashi. There's no time to be laughing around. 3801. Gotcha. I'll keep an eye out for you guys. I'll take a look. 17 next egg. Gotcha, 4 days from now. I mean, I won't do egg on this account, at least. I won't touch egg or anything until engineering gear is out and until engineering gear is out, until I'm hit VIP 12. Once I hit VIP 12 and I'm getting, you know, 2 gold heads a day, I think I'll take a little bit of a chill pill. Because it also becomes a lot harder to get to, you know, the next tiers and get to that 3 gold heads a day. So I think VIP 10, VIP 12, and then just wait for engineering gear to come out is the vibe. I also have no idea what I'm using my gems for, though, outside of just VIP. But I do feel like I'm doing pretty well with mats. I mean, this is a lot. You're already saving for swap event. Need 50k gems for 3 commander unlocks. Yeah, I have to look back into that shit. I haven't done the commander swap in a good minute. But yeah, being engineering, I was considering doing a. I don't know if Mary Archimedes would be a bad decision, but I figured if I do it and spin heavy it, etc., I can, at a minimum, swap if I wanted to. If not, I can just use them or gold key commander swap. Maybe CC, maybe even Martel, something like that. I'm gonna need a refresh in the near future. Luckily, there's enough of us that we're killing it quick, so it doesn't become an issue for me. You swap your Sala 5551 and CC 5551. So something I've heard, and please tell me if it's correct, is that the higher skill level you're swapping to gain, the more it costs. And so I think if you're free to play, you can't actually get 3, right? You can only get 2. That's something I heard. I don't know if it was accurate. Iron chest, bronze chest, okay, cook, silver chest. Oh no, gold chest, damn it. Oh, I got distracted by the gold chest and I didn't get it. You can only swap 2 anyways. Yeah, it's just gonna be big for getting Gaja and Cordoba. That's the only reason I'm a little worried about not being able to get it. Oh, it was Noose. Oh, and I got 1,000 VIP. Let's go. Good job, Noose. Thanks. It was worth misclicking the Marauders. Alright, let's do this. Boom. VIP is cooking. Okay, I don't know what that was. A little bit of lag, I guess, never hurt anyone. At least not too bad. Who's this? What the hell? Didn't Noose drop 10 yesterday to encourage everyone to push Marauders? Not that I know of. What the hell? Was I here? I hope I didn't miss that. Start saving gems for the Gathering of Heroes event. 50k gems and some speeds you can get 3 commanders. But I think the only point of that is to unlock a commander. For... Oh, I have 35. For the swap, right? I think that's the purpose of it. Oh, yes, I did get that. Yes. Yeah, I assumed he wanted the speed ups that it gives, because it gives a lot of speeds. Yo, welcome. Brian, what's up? We're just chatting, doing pre-KvK stuff. I haven't seen this city around, so I'm just kind of curious. I'm not gonna hit it or anything unless it's an insane city, and then I'll ask kings. But I don't expect to be doing any shenanigans. Yeah, but you have to unlock 2 before you can unlock Kuo. I would not unlock Huo if that was your plan. I would not touch Huo right now. Huo is not the vibe, guy. Huo is meta right now, but you have 2, potentially 3 Cav commanders coming out in the next, what is it, the next month and a half? So with 3 Cav commanders coming out, I would not do it. You got 3 Cav commanders, you've got Arthur you have to get. I would probably say if you can do 2, swap will be bad timing. Yeah, it honestly is. But what you can do is you could do Arthur if you want Cav, and you can do QSH for, he's just God tier, you have to have QSH. So that would be 2. And then if you needed a 3rd, probably Liu Che. And that would be all 3. Yeah, that's probably what I would do. That's what I would do if I was playing a normal account right now. You hunted the whole time when you did Marauders. 230 chests. Nice. Yeah, I wish I could get there, but I don't think I'm getting 230. Possibly before new Cav. Yeah. You did sleep, but it was worth it. Yeah, Marauders do great stuff. QSH is a good option since you're YSG expert. Yeah, you have to do QSH. If you have any gear for archers, you're doing QSH. It's just a non-negotiable. He's literally gross. Having, you know, used him a lot on my main, he is gross. I guess we're going here. Even though we were right next to this one. That's okay. Yeah, I think that would be my recommendation. If you were, let's say, one march of each type, it would be get Arthur right now, get QSH, and get Liu Che. That would be my recommendations. You craft Hellish chest soon, and then you work on full purple blue archer set. Well, if you're entering KvK 3 soon, like by the time you get that swap thing, I would just wait and do legendary archer gear. I wouldn't do. I certainly wouldn't do that. You wonder if that's going to be a permanent monthly event, the swap, because that's not it. The swap is literally never coming back. You're hella low spend. That's the problem. So yeah, don't make that gear then. Just don't field it until you're ready to field it. That's what I'd say. Just do legendary and don't field it. Because there's no point in fielding a subpar march when you can just wait till it's ready to be, you know, above par. Or below par, I guess. You know? Like, it's like if I wanted to field this right now. I was like, let's go field this. Like, what am I doing? Wow, we're all the way north. Oi. It's gonna be a long walk. But you can make it happen low spend. I think that's the other, you know, one of the many points now of this account is that I'm going to show that even as a free-to-play, I'm going to drop some pretty nice KP in war. I think that's one of the things that I plan to show. That's why you're focused on Cav at the moment. Your gear is already decent for legendaries. Yeah. Yeah, so I would, if I were you, I would get Arthur, for sure. Top 1 priority is Arthur. And then I would just still do QSH. Because you also get artifact KvKs. And artifact KvKs basically make it so you could swap a commander's type. So you can make QSH, you know, cavalry, for instance. And do Arthur QSH. Not that that's, you don't want to do, that's not a pair that you want to do. But that's something you could do, is what I'm saying. And I think if you're getting 3 commanders expert and you don't know who, I probably wouldn't do Huo with 3 good Cav commanders on the horizon. Well, I say good. We don't know what they are. But why would they be bad if they're new meta? New meta is never going to be bad. That's just, they got to make you spend. Yeah, if you want to send me your Cav gear, I'll take a look for sure, as long as you don't mind it on stream. But I'll definitely take a look. I've got no problem with that. Till Liu Che. You could. You definitely could. Attila CM rallies still just cook. They still are some of the best things out there, Attila CM. Attila Martel cooks rallies. Or cooks swarms. So good. Okay. I'm so low right now, it's crazy. Hey, welcome, welcome. Guys. Come on, guys. We can rotate like this. We can do this. We can do one of these. Is CJ gonna be good for KvK 2? He's a combo commander? So first off, CJ's already been in KvK 2 for the last like 2 months. Second off, he's not combo, he's smite. Right? Unless we're talking about a different CJ. 76 should migrate to your kingdom and destroy 75. Pika, there is a lot wrong with that statement, man. 75 is already destroyed. And 76 isn't much either. Yeah, I mean, you say that, yet somehow we're doing a 3 versus 1 where we're the 1. So, it'll be interesting. I think I could say this now, but one of the big mistakes of, 74 made is they focused their recruiting on their allies. Like, they did a lot of recruiting of 75 and 76. Which I don't know why. I mean, I understand why they would recruit from us. But, yeah, I don't know. No, well, if you weren't aware, you can't do any migration right now. You're Saladin. Well, you chose the 2 best pieces, so I'm supporting you there. You still don't have... Oh, dude, whoa. You are... This is a talent tree and a half right there. Don't know about that one. Yeah, CJ is good for KvK 2. He's god-awful after. CJ can be meta in KvK 2. For sure. But yeah, migration's closed, is it not? And I would take a look at that gear set. Or sorry, that talent set. But your gear looks nice. But your talents do not look nice. They look actually quite questionable. Quite questionable indeed. You're trading good with it. You tested it versus the meta one? Alright. Well, if you're happy with it, that's fine. In my experience, I definitely would at least take more rage things. Where are you? I gotta look again. I mean, not taking these 3 is kind of nuts. This is maybe okay for now, but you'll have to swap this into SOC on other, you know, when you're doing other things. And then I still think this is a good one. I think not taking this and not taking this to 3 is a big mistake. Yeah. Oh. Interesting. I don't hate that. I actually don't hate that at all. That's a very interesting choice. I don't hate that at all. I don't hate that 90% thing at all, honestly. That's super interesting. Oops, messed that up. You're planning to use Sun Pierce on KvK 1 and CJ Pierce KvK 2. That's a pretty good plan, Cade. I think you'll be fine. Let's 0 people pet this? What the hell? I ain't zeroing anyone. Stop the slander. I cannot wait for KvK 2. I think it's gonna be so fun. That's why you left some rage. Oh shit. Oh, I didn't. I forgot to look at your armaments. I'll look at those. You overspent your gems and you can't afford YSG. Well, how much did you overspend them? Because you got Marauders. Marauder chests will help out. I gotta look at this armament. Oh, your armaments aren't bad at all. Ooh, this is super good. On a horn slot? Oh man, this is gold. This is bad. But that is gold. All damage 2%. Oi, oi. Love that. Hoi. That is beautiful. You spent 80k? The all damage is love indeed. I feel so bad for these people TPing. Because all of us are going to need to refresh. And all of us are going way south. You went all in for VIP. What's your VIP at? Times 30, times 43, that just said? We got 43 marches here? Jesus Christ, I didn't think we had 43 marches. This is more than I think. I'm very curious your VIP. Oh, you're only VIP 11? What the hell? Oh, I don't think you were ever gonna get... I thought you were a higher spender. You're never gonna get YSG if you only had 80k at VIP 11. You were definitely very far from YSG. Your chaining gear is wild? Uh-oh. That's an interesting statement. Boudica leveled up. Where are you, Boudica? Or was it not you? Who leveled up there? 10. See, seeing armaments makes me want to go to my main. Makes me want to go to my main and talk about armaments. I actually did the armaments RNG gambling event today. Did not work out. Did not work out for me at all. It actually worked out really poorly for me. $15. Nearing 100 chests. Getting closer and closer. My main armaments I think you'd be quite excited by. You hope you'll get lucky. Yeah, it's literally gambling on gambling. Oh god, I'm so scared. Dude, you got like cracked out. Oh my god. Wedge? Wedge is... that doesn't make sense, but that's probably just what you got. Oh my god. That's fair. That's a good reason to do it, I guess. Though I don't know if I would have done like god level chaining gear, but that's something. Plus, technically you want to chain with windswept for the march speed. Uh-oh. But that's sick. What is your... I'm super curious. What are your 3 selected formations for travel? Obviously one is wedge. That's pretty clear. So what are the other 2? For your dispatch, your travel thing. Very curious. 7k. Wedge, delta, and pincer. Okay. So that's standard. You just went standard. That's pretty standard. I was just curious. What do you... So, I guess you can now in KvK too. They have those commanders. Yeah, that's the thing I was kind of thinking about. What I'm gonna do with my with this account. Like, what does an engineer main make their 3 choices? So you have a V formation. That's one you choose. But what are your other 2? Is it like city garrison? City garrison and farming? Like, what do I choose? But maybe most engineering people do one real march or something. I don't know. Do not know. Definitely got to refresh my marches. It's nice that we have enough people though that I can still survive. Yeah, I was thinking engineer, maybe tercio for city nonsense that I want to do if I do, and then you know, either a new wedge formation or something that's gross, or a line maybe, honestly. We'll see. You only have wedge on Richard because you don't know. No good arch that is better in terms of stats. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're wrong. I think that part of the issue you have nowadays is there's no real way to get it. Like, you're not gonna swap one of your 3 out to be arch, or like, you know, the circle for the heal buff that you use with like Cho and SOC. Like, I don't think you're gonna do that. That doesn't make any sense for your account. Started at 0, so got some decent resources from that. Got a few more hours of barbing I want to do. And we had like a 50 mil gap, so they gained like 3 mil. Holy dead kingdom, these enemies. 14 mil is kind of wild. That's pretty low. I gotta take a look at 75. I honestly don't know if they'll take their pass 8. Your main goal will be 3 marches: Pincer, Inf, Delta Cav, and Wedge Archer. Yep, that's standard. Something I will inform you of. So this is one way of thinking that some people do. So we have Hector and Achilles, who I'm assuming is 1 Inf, 1 Cav. And then in addition to them, we have 2 Cav coming in December, right? And if you aren't aware, we're getting a new skill formation in December. And so what some people may do, and this may not fit you, this may be a, you know, high spender trick because we get more chests. But what some people are doing is they save their chests for the new thing to be released. You know? Skill formation sounds broken. I mean, well, a skill formation already exists. That's just what wedge is. It's 5% skill damage. But we're getting a new skill formation of some kind, some variety, in December. Because that'll be the 6-month period that they owe us a formation. And we're up to that in the cycle. Ooh, all the Marauders you can ask for. So what I guess I mean by that is, let's say your, you know, fighting is done for KvK 2, and your KvK 3 isn't until like end of December or something. Just, you know, hear me out. I know that's not how it works, but just hear me out. You can just hold on to your chests because you don't need it for fighting. In theory, right? That's kind of the thought process behind it. Just do a bunch of trades. Try to make some people happy here. Guess that's all I could do. Go with the I'll go with the meta. Yeah. Well, what I'm thinking is it's probably going to be something like, you know, every time you deal basic attack, have a chance to do 500 damage, cooldown 8 seconds or something. And it's supposed to chain with like a proc effect of a new commander. That's my guess. Something of that sort. Where it's probably going to chain with a new effect the Cav commander will have. You wish they removed Charlemagne? Yes, don't we all? Charlemagne is garbage. When I was a king, I actually had a tier 5 player who was just like, he did everything non-meta because he was that type of guy. And he expertised Charlemagne. I almost kicked him out of the kingdom for rallying a city with it once. Love that guy though. He was a great player, great fighter. Or great fighter, not great player. Let's be very clear. My alliance just helps me crazy in terms of speeds. Was able to go 28 mil to 36.5 mil, all tech, all true power. That's good. One day I'll get there. One day. 8 mil push is not bad at all. That's a respectable push right there. Markswoman has had under 10. Oh god, we're at the 4. I've got no troops alive. Damn, you got a 217 mil Kraken? That's wild. In 3801? Shit. God damn it. I hate when that happens. I was not paying attention. That's cool. 217 mil is a pretty big whale. It's nothing to laugh at. Look at our alliance. It's actually stacked as hell. You guys are probably an A seed then, I would presume. Well, I mean, you got a 217 mil whale. Of course, it's an A seed. I doubt a 217 mil whale would play in a non-A KvK3. I don't know if that's even possible. Carries enough weight, for sure. Ah, that's not what I meant to click. I forget if you said you were in the top 1. We'll take a look. 7.7. Yeah, you got some big guys here. You got a lot of big guys here. Fahad. It's like a common name I've seen a lot of. Not too shabby, man. Not too shabby one bit. Gotta get that KP up. So I think that's acceptable, right? I think that's a decent KP for KvK1. A lot of tier 5 kills, honestly. Yeah, you got a nice skin though. God, Markswoman's at 2.8k. Markswoman is at 2.8k. Oh no. Someone tank. Everyone's here with like fully healthy marches, and no one wants to tank. Hey, I got it. Did like no damage. Goal is 400 to 500 mil PP. Got 1 billion of each resource and 180 days of healing. Yeah, that's I don't know about those numbers. KvK1 was so dead. 1 ruin, 1 hour, zone 6, and 4 hour Kingland. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty quick. I'm sure you'll be fine. I was kind of just messing with you. But I don't think that amount of KP is going to be possible with those resources. I will warn you. I mean, I don't know how much different it is, but especially considering your power level. 400 million... Even 400 million, not 500, that's not gonna happen. So I will say maybe like 200 is possible. If not, you get more. Yep, that's how it goes, isn't it? I hear ya. I'm fully on your side. That is how it goes. My main's KvK was similar, except we were the weak side. Okay. Now, here's the real question. Will our leadership realize that they cannot use a buff, or else it will mess with the training day? Do they realize that? What are the odds? I'm gonna say the odds are probably kind of low. Honestly, I should probably go refresh. Someone coming with me? Yeah, I'll go down. Training event? Yeah, well, we got it's a 15 or 20 hour cooldown, right, on a training buff. So if 12 UTC rolls along and they pop it, that means the Guardians at reset, which will now be the training stage of KvK, we will not get the buff for. Which is fine, you know, there's more buffs, but if you do it at reset, you can do it at both resets, whereas if you do it halfway, you're locked into doing it the other halfway. If that makes sense. Basically, you could do reset, and then you could do reset or 15 UTC, or you can do 15 UTC and then you're locked into the next 15 UTC. So if we do it, you know, at the next set of runes, just because it's like, oh, we got a good rune for research, let's do it, you lock yourself into that second plan. So I don't know if our leadership realizes that. They messed Silk Road up this time, so I lost a little bit of faith in them in that term, like in organizational terms, and big picture item like that isn't straight in your face, hey, it's KvK, you know, because obviously, hey, it's KvK is a lot more apparent. But hopefully they realize, hopefully one of you in here leadership and can relay that. If not, oh well, it's not really the end of the world. Certainly not the end of the world. God, there's so many scammers that you get from Rise of Kingdoms Discord. Red Bull helping out here. We always blame... I always... It's so funny how often you read these names and you never know how to pronounce them. What is it? Balerion? Balerion? I'm also never in voice chat, because you guys scare me in voice chat. So, I don't go in there. But, yeah, I'm super curious. I hope they realize. It's more impactful for people like Noose. Obviously, you gotta do it right so Noose gets the most benefit for when Noose needs to push. Which goes back to the times that I was talking about a minute ago, which I'm not gonna rehash, but I think you get the idea. Making 400 to 500 mil is probably not possible with one march, but reaching it seems possible because it's like 260 mil to hit 400. Yeah, I think you can hit, you know, 200 mil with one march if you have a really good KvK and a really good one march. And you know, play well, you know what you're doing. I think that's possible. And I hope you understand, I'm just being like open about it. I hit, I think like 600 mil KP on my 3 marching main. Given we were fighting Whale Kingdoms in SOC, so very, very different story. With shit allies too. Campmates, etc. But, you know, putting that in perspective of one march 400 mil, 36 mil in whatever, like, or what is it, KvK2, right? Like, you should be okay. Like, you'll be okay for 200 mil if you really push, but yeah. Yeah, Hypno's in KvK2. Yeah, I used to play with someone in my old main kingdom named Hypno who was loved playing with them. They're a really great guy. I mistimed it. I'll kill this one, and then I really need to summon. Oh no no no! Don't hit him. All right, hold on. Let me sit forward. Send the marches home to get the AP back. Okay. There's still a lot of noobs, but I don't think you have to realize that you're fighting also like 100 mil players, and so yes, there's less noobs, but or yes, there's still noobs, but there's less. God, marksman is 1900. See if I can do this right. I'm like, this is like expert cheesing right now. Markswoman has killed, I don't even know. Let me see. So she had less than 20k. She had 10,000 for the last 13 barbarians. That's wild. For the last 13 marauders, I've had 10,000 troops or less. No. Ooh, good reactions. I got that. Managed to pull that one off. Alright, we're gonna send home. I gotta refresh. Alright, so let me go take a look at the damage. Having a high goal is good, and you got a life too. So yeah. Yeah, I think having a high goal is good. I think that prepping for the high goal and then underachieving and having extra resources and speed ups is a really nice thing. You know what I mean? I think that is where it becomes really nice when you got all the extra stuff because you thought you were going to use it. That's what my main experienced this KvK. I have an extra like 800 million of each resource because I thought I was going to use it all and I didn't. Up to 1.7, 1.8k. $48 mil still. So I was also reminded in my stream this morning or this afternoon about honor tech, they called it. And I thought that was super interesting, and I don't know if I ever played with honor tech. So that'll be interesting for me to experience. I think I've read about it, but I've never played with it. Or I did in KvK 3 and not KvK 1. That's pretty neat. Yeah, it's like some kingdom tech thing. It's like you kill barbs and you get coins to turn in or something. Pretty neat. They don't have that in any other KvK that I've ever done. And that wasn't around when I did it. I'll tell you that much. We're just gonna go here while my marches come back. Diplo is just weird with us, top 2, 3, 4, and rest are allies. 15 stack with SVIP. Yeah, that's nice. SVIP is awesome. I wish I had that. You forget what currency it uses. Yeah, I think it's a unique currency. Someone told me that it's like you kill barbs, you get this currency, almost like honor and SOC, and you use the honor to spend. Or not honor, almost like Crystal Tech, how it gives you coins, except it's for honor. Nice and laggy, just the way we like it. Why play this game without the lag when you can play with the lag? It's honor you get in your bag. Isn't that sick, by the way? Have you guys seen this rune summoning? Rune summoning is probably the coolest addition to this game. Period. I need to do some bastions. Oh, I forgot to get the stone one. Rune summoning has to be the coolest addition. Oh, and I got a quest to show it off too. So it's so cool. Once you unlock it, you go to your research center and you literally click the rune you want. So I will say, I don't know, March speed, summon, and I literally place a rune. Isn't that sick? It's honestly one of the coolest things they've added. It's a shame they gatekeeped it, but it's really cool. Okay. I did this off stream, but I dropped 420 on it. Dropped 420. Let me take a look at the map really quick. They're going that way. Wow, they 4-dropped it? That's unexpected. Are they gonna leave our bastion? That would be nice of them. Gather stone. What else we gotta do? I'm just trying to do as much as I can before I have my marches back in my city to do more marauders. Should have added that runecraft thing. They should just make it a feature. I don't know what they should add as a cost for it, but it should not be a KvK thing. It is awesome. It is so cool. I mean, I love the auto barbing thing too, but the runecraft is such a cool addition. I'm thinking in my head right now what I would pay for, what I would do to get it. Okay. We hate auto barb as our chainer. Oh yeah, it really fucks with chaining. The only thing is this KvK is done. We've already lost. Why are they going home? Oh my. Whoa, as a chainer, you must see this and this is a chainer's wet dream right here. Oh my god. I'll get my chainer march out there. Oh, so if you're curious, this is what I used to chain. I have a 4 set of this with the damage to barbs, march speed talented to cav, and triple line damage whatever, but triple line for march speed. And I run CC QSH. He is so good for chaining QSH. You could even chain in Home Kingdom with them, because he does all this low damage. Just like a lot of it. So I do have like max tech basically, so that's something I have to consider. I'm also not trying to chain for the next 40 minutes and go like all the way around the map like this. Oh, look at that. Beauty. QSH is beauty. Cordoba. He's very good for your siege main. We could look at him. I'm in SOC right now, so I have access to all of them. I don't really care for this song that much. Your cav tech is maxed. I'm talking about crystal tech, if that wasn't apparent. I'm talking crystal tech when I say my tech is maxed. Forgot to grab a new quest. Whoops. Can I make it to him? Guess we'll see. Yeah, bro, I was like 120 mil, 130 mil power this KvK. You think I'm talking about my my normal tech? No, I'm 130 mil this account. When I get, some of my tier 5 back. Come on. No! I knew that was a little much. Damn it. It's fine. Not hype for Crystal Tech? Yeah, that's the nail in the coffin for free-to-play. I've actually been thinking lately of, do I want to continue my free-to-play when I get to SOC? But you can chain. You can chain free crystals. Just not much. 50% troop return worth if you're still tier 4. It's 50% troop return, period. And I get 55% because we hit S tier. So we'll get 55%. Some resources back. But I spent this. SOC barbs look kind of OP if you can't change. You spend 50? Well, if you want to be basically spending very little, or not very little, but less, the mine, to get the mine, costs 5. And doing that also gives you, let me just get this going and then I'll do it. So if you spend 5, you get 50% boost on your mine. You get 60k crystals a day. You get this for $5. And then the other thing you get is for $15, 15 bucks, you get this. And you get, you know, 1,000,000 crystals. You go here. It's basically a Lucerne with this. You get a whole bunch of extra crystals, speed ups, general good stuff, and that's another 15. So a lot of people do just $5 for that, the mine, and then 15 bucks for the quest. Is there any other easy chain spot I could just not think about? Then we'll head back to the Marauders probably. Once I finish this quest. That has 4. Yeah, you got time, man. Don't worry about it. Lots of time. I don't think you'll be in SOC until KvK, or until like, I don't know, January, maybe later. Yeah, no, January sounds right for you. And the worst part about it, if you're not aware, or if anyone here is not aware, is that it resets every KvK. That's why it's bad. It's because it's not a one-time thing. You have to do it every single KvK. So like I, like others, put a good amount of money into it, and it's all resetting. But it is what it is. So yeah, KvK 4 has Crystal Tech. Oh, I didn't remember that. For some reason I thought KvK like 5 was Crystal Tech, SOC, etc. But maybe not. I may just kill these two. I don't even care. What do I want to do? Could go up here. Yeah. I gotta buy some stuff. This is my gear, by the way. My Cav gear. My Nevsky. So you can see I went similar. I did the Navars. I also did the Ash. Then I'm also Wedge for him. So it's not that good. It's decent, but it's not great. My beautiful QSH. Love this QSH. He has actually better armaments. Stuff like that. And then, you know, BQ is a little worse than Arthur. He's got good stuff too. KvK 4 is when you enter your first anthem. Gotcha. Yeah, my memory, I mean, I'm sure it's not a surprise, but my last KvK 4 was a bit of a long time ago. Wow, I can't believe his AoE didn't hit that. Alright, whatever. The one problem you have with QSH, especially as a chainer, if you didn't realize, is he doesn't have a circle. So you're just kind of guessing. And guessing when it comes to chaining can be very dicey at times. Oh, Martel head. Not that I need it, but that's cool. Okay. Has it been 10 minutes? You guys think I could go back and start again with Marauders, or has it not been long enough yet? See if I can beat Pain. I don't think I can. 2 marches are chaining. Yeah. Well, that's, like I said, the beauty of QSH is you could honestly chain in Home Kingdom. And pretty easily, too. You just put... And I mean, like, actually chain, not that, like, spawn chaining that you can do. But it doesn't really matter, I guess, Home Kingdom. Spawn chaining is sufficient. Right, let me send out... Do I have someone doing stone? I do. Right, let's do this. I don't really need wood, but I saw Lucerne crust as wood. I'll grab this. There we go. Let me get back over there. You forts only? Alright, that's fair. Forts are certainly good. Got no complaints about that. Now, Cade, are you aware of the state forum and how it works as far as gems go? Because you having no gems, I'm sure you're going to be pleased to learn about those tokens or whatever they're called. Oh wow, that was more than 12 minutes? Oh jeez. Oh no. Did they already start? Did I miss one? 12 minutes? Alright, now I'm chilling. You have a daily limit? Yeah, we do 10 forts a day here. So State Forum is the thing you use to get armaments. Think of it not like an academy, but similar to an academy for armaments. And it costs gems to upgrade it. Yeah, the dispatches. Exactly. It's like, you know, another castle where it costs a gem-based material. I haven't given any thought to how I was going to do that either. But I think there's like a cutoff of like level 16 or something. I don't know off the top of my head. But where it isn't important to push past. See what you got to say. Ramadan. Fasting is tough. God bless you if you can fast like that. Realm of Mystique. I do have to do that on both my accounts. Now, it's interesting. It looks like this is the first MGE where they don't do swaps. Like, you aren't allowed to take whatever you want. I thought they changed all of them, but I guess not. Look through these. Belly. I'll give you some epic heads. Or not heads. If I decide I need to farm kill, I want to be up to par. You're actually losing your mind with this pushing shit? What do you mean? Just like dying inside? Oh, Markswoman needs a buff. Let's do this one. I'll do 75%. Yeah, very much. That's okay. That's allowed. What do you do? 5% healing. I'll do this. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, I have another. God, I got a lot of these heads. I'll have to turn these in. Now, what I don't understand is we lost Vengeance now, but we still have this Vengeance power. You want to sleep? Your work starts in 2 hours? Jesus Christ, man. You should be asleep. Save those type of nights for... What's it called? Save those type of nights for war. You should go to sleep. Unless you're trying to get like top 1 and you're not even going to keep top 1 because you're not going to train. Shin has to have a ton in their bag right now. Wow, we pushed the gap almost 50 mil again? That's crazy. This is a big group. Big ball. Or is it not? Hold on. Why is that? I need a toggle for light mode. Is he even doing Marauders? I mean, you could say, I don't know, man. He's at 2.1 mil. It looks like Shin's doing it to me. Yeah, but Shin could be sleeping. But is Shin sleeping? You know what I mean? The answer could be yes, but is Shin sleeping? That was kind of my assumption. I assumed Shin was, you know. He does it with Noose, and that's why they're quick. I don't... Do either of them... Are they both doing it? Or are they both sleeping? And, you know. Noose ran out of AP, that's why I... How the hell did Noose run out of AP? What was Noose... What has he been spending his AP on? I assume he's definitely buying dailies. He should be having a ton of AP. What do you have here? Wait. Wow, they put no Martel or Thutmose? That's crazy. Yeah, but the whole point of chaining every day is that you don't use AP pots. 1A, 1B? Do we really need to split into 2 groups? Why don't we just do 2? Why don't we just do 1 group for a long time? But I thought the whole point of chaining in Home Kingdom every day is that you don't use your AP pots and that you're chaining and you're lasting forever. I thought that was the whole purpose. Well, Noose wouldn't lie. It doesn't make sense. Oh, is that what it was, kid? He burned it all? Okay, we're gonna have 2 subpar groups rather than doing 1 good group. Why don't we just start with 1 good group and just get going? I'd so much rather do 1 big group than 2 small groups. We're all gonna end half the time. So I don't know, maybe we do have too many marches. Yeah, I mean that's possible. It's not really a big deal for him, obviously, but I'm surprised to hear he's out. I pushed in 1 strategic reserve during Zenith on my main because I wanted the extra gems. Literally, because I was just spending gems on training. How is it with no jumpers? It's way worse because you don't have jumpers, you have sleepers. And I have an entire video. It's actually one of my more popular videos. Just me ranting about how shit they are. Yeah, well, it's what you're gonna see, guys. It's gonna be Bagazioni is top 1, Noose is top 2, and everyone else exists. feel like it's way more zero or way more civil in the early days. It is, and that's part of my issue, is that you basically have kingdom sleeper groups. What you would have is you'd have two strong groups come into kingdoms, and you'd have a little civil war, and you'd resolve it, and then whatever happens after. Sleeper groups, you basically do nothing with your kingdom besides build a shell, and then you migrate it and you start a kingdom. It is the most toxic thing ever, and new players just get devoured. Because you're not building a kingdom, you're building shells to then migrate into and inhabit. It's very toxic, it's very gross. Yeah, it's exactly what happened on 74. Because the native people, who they had some native whales, didn't really know the game. They started, they wanted to be there, they wanted to have 74, and then a sleeper group comes in, and they wrecked them. Or they didn't wreck them, but they started a war, basically. And there were two different sleeper groups, and natives, and it's a mess. It's the only way to stay relevant with the pay-to-win people. No, I'm not. My whole thing is that sleepers are just awful for natives. And jumpers, while they were bad, they had so many more pros compared to natives. Or sorry, jumpers had so many more pros compared to sleepers. And I miss jumpers. I think jumpers was way better. Because the thing is, right, you could also be a jumper and then do a sleeper, in a way, right? You can easily do the same strategy. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. It just wasn't meta because no one talked about doing it. Because when you did a jumper, you jumped into your real kingdom and built it from day one as a real kingdom. Rather than 20 days in, you migrate in. Yeah, Cade just said it best. Cade said it best. Jumpers have very little effects on the natives that you're migrating into because you're all starting at the same time. You can't push past City Hall 7 because you lose your beginner's immigration, and that's what it is. Sleepers are literally poison, where you're jumping in with 10 days more progress, taking their spots in the alliances, and basically saying, uh-oh, well, guess you should have done a sleeper. It is so toxic what sleepers are. And, you know, it's a shame that it's what is the accepted system in the game. I'm starting it. I don't know what we're waiting for. We don't need to wait 40 minutes to start this, guys. Oh. That's fine. Right. It removes the City Hall 7 cap. I don't know. It is just so gross and toxic. There's nothing I hate more than sleepers. I think it is a disgusting concept. Jumpers, I was fine with. But sleepers, oh man. Look who's number one. Wow, look at you. Cade cooked 74. Damn, Cade's cooking. Damn, Cade, look at you. That's a shout out and a half you should get. You pushed us a good bit. We're 50 mil now ahead. Big shout out to Cade for that push. Screw you, Job. Big shout out, Cade. Just full natives would be perfect. Maybe no migration until like 15 days before KvK 1. Yeah. I don't know. I think that anytime you have the jumpers were perfect because of the City Hall 7. Hey, welcome to the stream. But jumpers are perfect because of the City Hall 7 cap. That's why jumpers were so good. Gotta love pre-KvK. Yeah, pre-KvK and KvK 1 specifically is awesome. I wish I spoke Spanish. Spanish is a great language. I know a little bit of Italian, and that's it. Jumpers reduce the risk of civil war because the kingdom is basically yours. Well, see, I don't agree with that, because I think that jumpers, you were still weaker, and so it was still more up in the air. Whereas sleepers, you come in and you just literally are like beyond stronger. Yeah, we're doing a 1v3 in 3866. And we got second in our pre-KvK. Oh yeah, you're from 66. We actually have a lot of 66 people who tune in. I did a stream earlier today with Marauders. We had Cookie here. Cookie was hanging out. He was chatting up, which is cool. I always enjoy talking to Cookie. He's a cool guy. But we had a couple other people here. But Cookie's the most notable name that I can pull out for you guys. That even the 73 people here will recognize. Cookie's everywhere. Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, Cookie's great. You think you pushed 1.6 mil first day after the jump? Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. It's all so sweaty. Jumps, sleepers. But I enjoy jumps a lot. I think jumpers were the right way to do it. And I also think that if they, to my knowledge, they changed it to make it more fair, and I think that was the most bullshit excuse ever. And I'm very curious what the actual reason was. Cade cooked 74. INL representing. Same with INA. Oh god. I think I got a couple. First ever account was really chill. No sleepers, no jumpers. Yep. Jumpers needed to be removed. Can you... Okay, this is great. Nova, why? Can you explain to me why? Because, well, let me rephrase. If you just said you did neither, are you going to take the stance that they need to be removed because they were unfair? Because I agree with you there. What our conversation is right now is that sleepers are 1 trillion times worse than jumpers. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that sleepers are way more toxic and way worse for the game than jumpers are. But I am very curious about an opposing argument. And open to hear it. I'm well open to being convinced. I'd love to be convinced, actually. Sleepers can be worse for the health of the kingdom, I agree, you said. But jumpers were unfair. Okay. Interesting. I'm waiting for the why. Because again, the whole issue with sleepers is you're getting like 40,000 gems from all the altars, poisoning a kingdom because you're then leaving. But that's the kingdom side, but you're getting 40,000 gems, and then you're moving. You think they removed jumpers to make it more fair for new players, but forgot the sleepers. 73 sleepers took like early holy sites from 68, so we parasited them so hard, and we got more rewards. Yeah, I mean, not only did we get... Oh, who's this asshole? Oh, Dizzy Cyrus, what are we doing here? Come on, you're better than that. We had double monument rewards, all those things. But double monument will happen... Oh no, you won't, because you won't have the city hall to do it. Where are we going? It's mainly for new player experience, in my opinion, but sleepers you feel aren't perfect. Both systems are flawed. Yeah, I agree with that. I think you're fair. Yeah, I mean, I think I harped on it in my video, but it basically just destroys the native experience, and natives are new players. There's no such thing as a new player that is not a native. So I definitely agree with you, Nova. 100%. Definitely on your side. Both systems have their issues. My whole thing was that I believed jumpers had a slight advantage, but the kingdoms generally were fine. Sleepers give a massive advantage to both your account, destroy the kingdom you're in, and heavily benefit and destroy the kingdom you're going to. That was my whole reasoning, in at least my head. Your account had a big boost because you were friends with a whale and got like 7 shrine rewards plus, or cause. Yeah, I mean, I got, I think, 4 extra rewards for altars myself, which is nothing. But there was someone in our kingdom that got like 20. Like literally 20 in like 68. And then migrated here. So you can fathom that they got nuts advantage. Even in things like teleports. I mean, they're getting like 40 teleports. The thing of notice was before jumpers were removed, it was slowly transitioning to sleepers over jumpers. Was it? I missed that because I was still very deep in on my main. I didn't do... Let me change the song. I didn't do a this account for a while. She quit because of real life issues, was like your best friend in the game. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I think a lot of us can say, and I definitely can, that we've had our more than our fair share of people quitting. People are debating over it, and people are starting to say sleepers are better. Well, I think that's the thing, is I think sleepers are better, and I think that people don't want to... Sorry, I think sleepers are better, and that jumpers are just generally weaker. And so that was better for the health of the game and the new player experience. Really made you sad, IRL, because we were chilling for hours and hours and just playing together. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, I was, like I said, I was a king of a kingdom. And that means that you experience a lot of leadership that gets burnt out and quit. And some of them I spent countless hours on Discord chatting, making plans, you know, setting meetings, organizing, stressing. So I definitely get it. The quitting of a player is like the loss of a loved one. It's honestly pretty rough. It can be very rough. The third building queue and second research is borderline the most brain rot thing they did. I agree. 2 research queue is nuts. That's actually nuts. And then third building queue is kind of whatever, but I mean it helps obviously, but 2 research queue is just craziness. It's a huge upgrade. Same situation. I used to be a king, and it's really exhausting. Complaining. Yeah. Oh my god. I was a rising star kingdom for 3 KvKs or 2, whatever it is. I had 4 alliances in KvK 1, 3 alliances in KvK 2, and 3 alliances KvK 3, and then we dropped down to 2. And oh my god, it was brutal. The amount of leadering, oh my god. And I organized the jump group with the whole family and everything. I set it all up. One thing I was going to discuss soon too is why you shouldn't try to achieve the success or level of a free-to-play account. Can you elaborate? I'm not sure I understand. Do you mean the work that goes into it? Is that what you're discussing? Or am I misunderstanding? Ooh, I'm glad I tested that. Low-key bored a little because not much to do without leadership. Oh, I get it. I'm totally done with leadership in both my accounts. Or both, I always say account. Both my kingdoms. And especially being in a new KvK1 kingdom, you watch a lot of stuff that you're like, damn, I wish I could change that. Like, damn, that could have been done a bit better. I hope, like, they fix it. But I try not to say anything because it's not my kingdom. I don't want to sound conceited. But if I think it'll be helpful, I point it out where I can. I do point it out where I can. Overall, I try not to. Last one was 2846. So I was, you're somewhat close to me. I was king of 2811. So 2811 was where I was my big king role. And, you know, organized jump group, etc., etc. All that jazz that I just talked about. Which technical in our kingdom apparently was in, which I did not know, which is hilarious. What you're trying to say is comparing yourself to someone is a good way to burn yourself out. Yeah, I think you're correct. I think comparing your own experience to another person's experience is a good way to burn out. So I agree with you. I just rephrase it that way. You wanted to migrate there back then. You went to 44 for the anime girls. Okay, bud. No wonder you ended up in INL. That makes perfect sense now. Your main thing was territory, drawing plans for hours. So my thing was I did Diplo. I did every single map and territory. And I did strategy outside of actual war. So like I did the planning and then other people executed it. But I love territory. I love looking at data. I never organized the data. I had these two Filipino, I think they were. Or no, they weren't Filipino. I'm sorry. They were Indonesian. Excuse me. Twins. They were twins. Then they were geniuses. And they did all my data for me. But I would look at. I love looking at it. But they were in charge of all the bots and the Excels and all that jazz. Territory, Diplo, and war leading for top 2 in K1. Yeah, territory, Diplo, and big picture war leading. People, that's something people really don't understand, actually. That being able to make a plan and look at the map and make a plan is a talent. And then being able to organize it in the moment is a whole different talent. Like, I can look at a map and a war going on and say, alright, we need to change, let's do this, this, and this, and that strategy will work. I cannot, for the life of me, handle the whole, like, garrison swapping, alright, let's, you know, who's gonna be our anchor, let's figure it out. I can't do that shit. I just cannot. Figure out the anchor, guys. Who's gonna do the anchor? It's just, oh my god, I can't do it. But stuff like, oh, you know, we mountain hop here, they'll do skillful, and then after they do skillful, you know, we can cut off their second line there, etc., etc. You currently do ARC for DT in 3866. Allows me to put time into your account, and only spend about 8 hours in AOO drafting 3 AOO plans. Anchor is not that bad. Anchor is not that bad if you have your own anchor. If you need someone else to do it, it just becomes a pain. But no, overall anchoring isn't too bad. That was just the example that I came up with. It's more so like garrison swapping. Oh my god, they're rallying here now. Let's figure it out. But you would be surprised at how easily it is to, or how easy it is to fuck up things. Like, just dead ass. Like, it's so easy to mess things up. Or, you know, you have something anchored for 20 minutes, and then you say, alright, let it go, whatever. And 4 people left the rally because you waited 20 minutes, you know? Like, there's a lot you have to watch, there's a lot you have to manage, a lot of personnel you need to know. Knowing who's, you know, what garrison that can counter their rally, and having it ready, having that sheet on your other monitor, things like that. But yeah, good on you, Nova, for doing Arc. I cannot stand Arc. That was one of my, like, non-negotiables I am not touching. Good on you. People leave rallies when they're anchored for 20 minutes. That's how it goes. Because if you can't get your field presence, people go, all right, well, I need my march back, and you leave your rally. You see it all the time. It's understandable, but it's very annoying. Arc is the bane of your existence, but you love it. Yeah, sounds like, I think your sentence right there, get rid of AOO, and you summarize Rise of Kingdoms and the experience. The micromanagement, macromanagement as well. Yeah, Cade, you're right. For sure. That's like the whole concept of rally garrison leads and organizing it. I agree. But yeah, that is the summary of Rise of Kingdoms. If you literally change AOO to ROK in that sentence, and it is perfect. You did Arc once because all of our Arc people were busy or in hospital. And let's say it right away, yeah. It's brutal. I hated getting everyone to show up and all that stuff. The maps and stuff I enjoyed drawing. I think I still have them from back then on my computer right now. Which is what I'm obviously streaming on as we talk. But yeah, I could not stand it. It drove me nuts. I have a lot of respect for people who do data, people who do Arc, and people who do migration. Migration is the other job I don't touch. It is so annoying to do migration. All of your fights have been farms, insta-take their obelisks with full tier 4 and tier 5 rally lead, and sleep, yeah. Pretty much. It's very hit or miss. They did not do a good job of this. Migration is love. Oh man, I hate migration. It is so annoying. I don't mind reviewing it and talking to the people, but the recruitment part of it and having it, like, I never organized Discord either. I had a guy on who did all the Discords for me. But doing the recruitment, getting them there, oh my god. You could not pay me enough money to do that. The matchmaking is worse than 1960. Well, yeah, I honestly probably. AOL is notoriously just hot trash. Like, there's no way around it. I guess I'll tank. We're really doing damage here. Cade cooked 74. You get 10 free gold heads. Yeah. Well, that is the only thing, is that they do give you nice rewards. And so that is nice. Okay. DMing so many people for hours and talking to them. It was really exhausting, and then setting up all the sheets, but it was fun. Well, that's good, man. Let me know if you if you ever want a kingdom. But yeah, it could never be me. Recruitment, my days of recruitment ended 5 years ago. I do not touch it ever since. Wow, we pushed, we're about to be 51 mil, or we are 51 mil ahead. We pushed past the 50 part. Which is kind of impressive, because this is their uptime, isn't it? This is like Russian uptime. I thought, maybe not. The sheet is the easy... Nova, that is exactly why it's not easy. Because as long as the people do the form correctly, this is what happens. Ready? Oh my god, ready? This is exactly it. If you put, do you have Rally Garrison gear? And you put 3 crits, you know, 4 crits, 5 crits, 6 crits as the options, they will select 5 crits. And then when you see the screenshot of their gear, what you see is you see 4 windswept and a gatekeeper shield. And you're like, what the actual fuck are you saying? They're like, yeah, I've got the Rally Garrison gear crit. And you're like, what are you thinking? This is not Rally Garrison gear. So, people are dumb. People do not understand. And the same thing goes with MGE forms. MGE forms are a nightmare. But the one nice thing about Google Forms and doing it that way is you can export it onto an Excel. So then you just do it through Excel there. I don't know why I'm tanking yet again, but... Oh, I fucked up. Yeah, whatever. Let me refill this. I made much better progress tonight. You had an account to COVID time, stopped pretty early and then came back. Had like 2 small restarts before that. Current account went really wrong with civils and stuff. Yeah, that's about how it goes. You have a separate forum for Garrison Rally Lead. Just go 8th Bill Richard if you want to tank. Well, I don't do Richard personally, and I don't want to tank. For some reason they're making me tank, but I don't want to tank. I have no troops for tanking. I mean, like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Your account's really good now and you're gonna stick with it? That's good. Yeah, I think getting over that hurdle is important. I don't really know what non-big spenders do when they hit Crystal Tech, but you said you'll spend enough at least to get the $20 low spender stuff. So you'll be fine. At least $20 you said. But yeah, I don't really know what most people do when they hit Crystal Tech. Spend and chain. Yeah, you'll be fine. Who's this? Oh, wait a second for them. Oh, you've spent so many teleports. I've just been watching this person teleport all around. Cannot wait to stare at the crystal bundles and ignore them. Yeah. Stare at all the mountain warfares. Yes, sir. Or ma'am. But, yeah, those mountain warfares. Alright, I've waited long enough. The free-to-play tank is going for it. As Tahara targeted this one for some reason. Not hyped for K3 at all. It's going to be boring. Yeah, the farm KvK. My KvK 3 sucked. I hated my KvK 3. Well, Nova, you're a big chainer, right? So that's okay. But I am a big hater of Richard. I actually made an entire video bitching about it. But yeah, if you're a big chainer, as I say in my rant video, it's totally fine to do Richard, but if you're not, you should not be doing Richard. That's my take. KvK 3 is just a recovery after 2. Yeah, I mean, it's true, but people don't really need that. Yeah, Adat maxed it and never changed. Yeah, I don't agree with his decision to do that. I mean, obviously, if you're a whale or something, you can do whatever you want also, just for note. But he's not a whale, so I would not have done that. What's your Richard at if you don't have YSG expert yet? I mean, that's not surprising for a free-to-play not to have YSG expert. It's not surprising at all, but I'm just curious. %. Yeah, well, how do you think I feel, by the way, with my main being VIP 19 and this being VIP 11? How do you think I feel missing all of these? All of that. It is brutal. Richard is like 3-1. Didn't even star him out. Yeah, I didn't even unlock him. Right? I don't think so. No, he got 3 heads probably just from free spins, and I didn't even unlock him. Am I going to the right one? Yeah. YSG is 5542. Richard is 5111. Oh, that's pretty good, Nova. I mean, you obviously know these things. I'm not informing you. I'm just kind of commenting. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a shame it went 4-2 and not 2-4. Richard 70%. So is that just for chaining then? What's your March for KvK? Are you doing Sun YSG? It's kind of bold to go this deep into Richard. Oh, you did? Damn. You also used the skill reset? Sun YSG. Yeah, that's what I figured. You're gonna cook. Your skill damage is just gonna be wild. The skill damage you get on Sun YSG is craziness. You just get focused a lot. That's like the only issue. Which is, you know, a pretty valid issue. Okay. There's a level up there. Oh, markswoman. Why is she done before Kingsland? Most players will get it before Kingsland, but not before Zone 6. That is what I've learned. Oh shit. What did you say wait? Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't even see you. That's my bad. Well, only one of my marches hit because of it. I clicked and then he said wait for you. Wait for me. Yeah, Sun. No, dude. It's more than that. How much does Sun give? Oh, it is 70. You're right. I thought Sun gave more than 20. But yeah, it's a 70% before any additives. Current gear set is crit windswept, helm and chest, crit shields, humility sets, and crit scarlet. That's the boots. Yeah, I mean, that's good. I think you either go that route or you do what I did, which is, you know, full windswept with the Karawak with the gatekeeper. I think you could do either. You're gonna cook. You'll be you know all this, but you'll be cooking. You're good. This is so annoying. Last minute cooking. Yeah, I definitely want to watch. Maybe I'll stream the Kingsland of 66. Nova, I don't want to tell you this. I don't want to tell you this, Nova. But I'm pretty sure it's a weapon accessory egg. I think it's weapon accessory. I could be wrong, but I think it is. Oh. Yay, a bundle I can't get. Who got level 50? Oh, Martel. Okay. Well, I wasn't really prepared for this. What is this? Skill damage? That's pretty good for KvK 1. Everything I hear from everyone I've heard it from, it keeps telling me that it's weapon accessory. No, you would not be replacing your shield. And I don't know if I would invest in a KvK 1 accessory. Can I do this? Probably not. I'll wait. I'm not gonna touch it. As much as I would love to skill him up, I don't want to run out of stars for when I get to KvK 2. So I think I'm just gonna sit. So I can't even if I did all of that, I don't think I'd get it. Unless I crit a lot of it. Maybe. Shield is probably the last one to replace. Yeah, I think so. You're 29 out of 30 on your silent trials. That's good though. That's nice. Maybe I'm waiting a little bit too long with that. Wow, I lost 1 unit and did 0.4 damage. The timing is almost impeccable. 0.1% damage. Wow, I cooked on that one. Tell me I did it. Holy. Silent Trial is good, I'm not gonna lie. Silent Trial is definitely good. Silent Trial is a good thing. I don't know how I get that. What do you even get that from? That's like what I need to figure out. Was it one event that I skipped? Probably. Oh, I don't even know. We're at 1:46 a.m. my time. No, I think Just Flag is Lost Canyon. The only thing you get in Lost Canyon is the flag, which I don't really... I mean, I'll get if it's the only one I can have, but... You know what to do with your helmet, because Pride of Khan is just better than Hellish. That is correct. You are correct. But when can you get Pride of Khan? When do they have KvK gear? Is that immediately in this KvK, or do you have to wait till like KvK 3 or something? Damn, KvK 4? That's brutal. That's brutal. Oh, there we go. No, someone beat me to it. Of course, it's the one time I say something. It's like, oh, there you go. One. Lost Canyon is cooking though. Rank 41 with 1.9 mil. And that's good. As long as you get that iconic crystal, that's what really matters. But all that, like, oh god damn it, I always do this. Whatever. Getting tired, I'm forgetting to check these things. All of those account age things are similar. Like, I make the same argument for doing a ring and horn versus all this stuff you're talking about. Like Pride of Khan, same comparable with doing the helm, etc., etc. I'm definitely not sleeping before I hit 100, tell you that much. Yeah, the main thing you want from Lost Canyon is that iconic crystal like you already did. There's really nothing much else in there that I can recall. We got a 52 mil gap. That's not bad. Hopefully we can make it higher. Don't mind me. Free to play tank of the year over here. I have gotten a decent amount of resources and speed ups just from doing the barbs itself. Yeah, I mean, I got like 3, almost 4 days healing, 5 days training. I just need a research king buff with a research rune, but now that's not going to happen for a while. It's going to take a good deal of time for that to happen now. Someone hit the wrong one. Your speeds look good? Yeah, but you want to see my tech and why it looks good? I'll show you. My speeds look good because I haven't done any tech yet. I've literally just been waiting. I just started a long thing passively. So look, I'm 6, 5, 8 pretty much. And I haven't done any tech here, any tech here. So it's really bad, but I am going to push literally 100 days into it with almost max buffs. You know, rather than doing it with the buffs everyone else had when they did it. So I think I'll be fine. 100 days in it will give me 134 days to heal. That's a lot, which I probably don't need. Did I hit him? No, that wasn't me. I may even do more than that. I may even do something like 150 days. That's actually probably what I'll do, 150 days. You pushed in max buffs during Zenith. Yeah, that's good. I mean, so many people fall into the trap of pushing it in like Zone 2 for no reason with 7% runes. But instead, I did a good job saving. I had about 330 days. And then I just did City Hall 25 this week. And all that stuff, right? 100 days for healing, more than enough for KvK 1. Yeah, top 50 is whatever though, Cade. That's okay. You'll survive. Top 10, I would cry you a river. 100 days, more than enough. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I agree with you, which is why I wanted to have less. And I also feel like if I push 130 days, you know, I'm done with this now. I go here, push these to 7, push these as much as I can. I kind of feel like I'll be cooking. You did City Hall 25 during it? Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah. My main one Zenith, if you couldn't tell from the city theme earlier and all the videos I've done about it. But I did similar. I had like 900k power and troops cooking. What's my main march? On this account, it's Sun Aethel. I'm running a Sun Aethel KvK. Now, what you will find batshit crazy, and you free to play will appreciate this. I got 110 heads. I'm at 5311 with just Tavern. No MGEs, never anything from MGE. no gold heads. I'm at 5311 on Martel. Isn't that nuts? That's just like actually the craziest luck I've ever had in this game. Yeah, it's so wild. Like I've said this before, but if this was my whale account back in the day, that would have been nuts for me. Sun Aethel or Sun YSG at your stage of 5542, I would do I would definitely be doing Sun YSG. I mean, you're also gonna keep getting it along, but I don't know. Frankie would have given me a spot in CM probably if I asked him, but the amount you have to push to get like 10 million points or whatever you need, I personally believe would have been detrimental to my account. Whether it's the resources for doing kill event or having to waste all my speeds early to push power, I think it would have been detrimental, and that's why I didn't even ask for it. I think I asked for the first one just out of curiosity, and then I didn't ask after that. Your main issue is gems, currently at 20k, and you want to max egg. Getting 5k a day is a lot more than the average person. The average person gets no more than 2 usually, so that's great if you're getting 5. What are you doing, Solo? What are you doing? You fed Shin 10 million points. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to do that shit. It's such annoying work for me. It makes me feel indebted to you. Like, I don't want to deal with that. Nah, 5k gems a day is sick. That's gross. 35k a week. Ooh. God damn. How far am I from 112? It's honestly still kind of far. I mean, you definitely are gonna get YSG done, like without a doubt. You feel like restarting with archers right now is low spend is awesome. You get Kuso, YSG, run that till KvK 3, and then you get QSH and you're set. I don't see that, but if you believe that, I mean. Archers get focused like nuts. And you can have a really strong Thutmose YSG, but it's not it. Yeah, you just don't know if you're gonna get enough gems still to max both egg and YSG. Might have to 10 spin, then 100 spin third wheel. Yeah, I think that if I were you and I had to prioritize either egg or YSG wheel, I would do YSG wheel. I don't know if that helps you at all with whatever you're thinking about, but that's what I would do. If it also helps you, and I did the math for one of my first videos ever, but I did 100 spins and I got 90 gold heads after pity, including that's commander heads and universals. So I got 90 heads to use for, you know, the 70,000 gems. That is 100 spin. Many people run Inf on K1 and my low spend friend runs archers. No, you wreck. I mean, archers without a doubt pack an insane punch. It's just a problem of, well, one of the biggest problems, unironically, is you have to get the revival set. Like, you will cook with a revival set, the purple gear set, but if you don't get it, you're probably gonna struggle. You know what I mean? You know, Cade, you can go to the market Discord for that. Not that I'm gonna talk much about whatever nonsense you're talking about, but he had full revival and one legendary. You don't remember what it was? Yeah. Revival's probably the strongest or second strongest epic gear set, and what I would say is the strongest, debatably, is the engineering set. The engineering set is so good for Siege, but no, revival's pretty cracked. Purple gear set for Cav is correct. Is it? What? Do they even have one? I don't remember a purple gear set. They have purple gear. Not purple helmet. I genuinely do not recall a purple gear set for Cav. Their weapon is like okay. No, their weapon's fine. I think it's the defense one, right? Their weapon's good. But I don't think they have boots. And I don't think they have... I don't know. I'll look after this. Dark Souls, is that what we're talking about? Dark Lord, 8% defense. Cav Pants is 8% health. Purple Chest is 8%. Blue Helmet is 6%. Yeah, but I think if you compare it to things like Infantry, it's not that crazy, especially if you compare it to things like this. But it's certainly good. I don't deny that. I think there's some really good pieces in there. There's certainly some really good pieces in there. I don't know, guys. I think I'm a Dark Lord hater. I think I'm a Dark Lord hater. Not even gonna lie. I think I'm a Dark Lord hater. Yeah, that's the glove, though. Even that, I'm kind of a hater on, but I'm just a windswept fanatic. That's my problem. Yeah, Revival's just good because it's basically the same level of gear set, and then they just decided to give you a buff. Or we'll look after. Problem is the Marauders are right here. There's so many of them. You don't get... Oh my god, you don't get it till SOC? Yikes. Kind of glad I'm going engineering now. I don't have to worry about that stuff. Alright, sounds good, Suit. Take care, man. Thanks for tuning in. Gotta keep pushing on. It's 2 a.m. for me. For God knows why. What's happening here? Yeah, good night, Suit. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, 2 a.m. and I'm grinding Marauders in an off season. Free to play life. You guys are talking about Expeditious Home or whatever it's called. Two a.m. grind is crazy. Fuck off, bro. What the fuck is this shit? Not really. I mean, if we were fighting or something, I'd be up at like 4 a.m. usually. Last night you grinded until 4 a.m. Woke up at 9. See, you're doing the same thing, bro. That's not crazy. Especially because I wasn't able to push much earlier. I want at least 100. I could feel good if I hit 100, which I definitely will hit. You got 3 mil grinding for about 32 hours. Cade is currently our top one. Just trying to find a song I like on my monitor, or at least play like the playlist again. Just go back to here. There we go. See, I'm getting in the territory though where fighting would be dangerous. Like, I'm tired. I could fall asleep. Yo, so you're new to the game and I was wondering if you get some tips. Yeah, ask away, man. I've been answering questions and talking all night. We're 3 hours, 7 minutes into the stream. I've been chatting all day. All night. You didn't use all your AP as you're going for top 20 honor, which I know for a fact isn't going to be easy. It's going to be good for content. Yeah, I don't disagree. I mean, if you're chaining enough, you can make up for it. Your big issue is that you don't have, what's it called? Your big issue, Nova, is that you don't have daily chest AP. Yeah. Hypno, you said you got like an in-game group chat for community. If you're referring to me, I do not currently. But that is something I could do in the future if people are interested. Can never be absent from runes. Yeah, you can't miss a single runes. Can't lose altar. You gotta, you know, be chaining and whatnot. But you're gonna do that. You'll be fine. You said, so you're wondering what commander you should upgrade early game. You have CC. Don't do Chow Chow is called CC in this game. Just for if you hear me call it CC. Don't do him. Are you gonna be free to play? Because if you're free to play, what you're gonna do? Where are we going? Wait, that's home. Hold on. Hold on. If you're free to play, what you're gonna do is Sun Tzu, and you're gonna go infantry. Sun Tzu is really strong. He's great. You can pair him with Aethel, who is also free to play obtainable from the expedition. You spend like 20 bucks. That's it. Yeah, just do this. Just do Sun Tzu and do Aethel and go infantry, and just call it a day. And you're all set. So for now, just worry about Sun Tzu. But what you should really be worrying about is getting your peacekeepers and working with your peacekeepers. So Ethel is a peacekeeper, but I'm referring to people like, you know, even markswoman, but where are they? Belly, Lohar, all these people. What about speed up management? So realistically, it's all going to be based on what can keep you in the top alliance that has the spending chest for you. If you're in a situation like my kingdom where it's activity based, then you can get away with saving more, because as the game goes on, you unlock better and better buffs to save speed ups. Things like king titles, things like better runes, etc. But I think that speed up wise, you just want to make sure you're staying in the top one. The earlier you can get to City Hall, I think it's 16, so you can get the blacksmith and start getting materials going. That's pretty important. But what I will also say, because I have to remember it for new players, this is a very unique game. It is not like things like Clash of Clans. It is not like things like, you know, whatever, other city builder games. You're rushing City Hall. There's nothing else you're thinking about. You are rushing your City Hall. And so you're not, you know, upgrading everything unilaterally. You're just doing City Hall and the prerequisites for it, you know? So that's important to note, I think, that a lot of people forget when they're new or don't realize when they're new. But yeah, I think the cheat code is going Sun Tzu for fighting. Right now you should be passively doing peacekeepers and gatherers. The reason you should be focusing a bit more on gatherers is for this talent, where you're getting 6% extra resources, and then eventually this. And if you want to know what's the best gatherer right now for you, it's getting constants, the blue one constants, and doing that. How do you start a new account? So you can restart, so you must stop. So maybe I shouldn't have done that. What you can do is you go to settings, you can go to accounts and characters, and then you just go down here and you create a new character. But it also depends on what you did, you know? Like, if you just spent your XP into CC, don't worry about it. You're fine. I also would absolutely not spend your gold heads. That's another good tip, is save your gold heads. Found KvK 1 reports? I would say share it with me, but they won't. They'll be expired, so I can't see it. So gold heads are these things. They're one of the rare items in the game. These things, legendary commander sculptures, and they're used for upgrading. Sorry, I'm just like trying to pay attention to this. Where's my march? Oh my god, I never brought him down. Oh damn. 1 second, man. I'll show you in a second. I messed up. I don't know how that happened. Damn, I gotta catch up. But basically, commanders like Martel, who's the strong KvK 1 spender commander, you go to your skills and you can use them to upgrade. But you don't want to do it because people will put them in commanders like CC, for instance, and CC is not good for fighting, and so it would be a big mistake to do. Trying to 136, okay. What was your march? Hypno. Or hypnotic, sorry. I gotta know what your march was. Some nice reports. Mina 5521 YSG. Yeah, that cooks. It's 1:36 in the morning for you? Yeah, it's 2:14 a.m. for me right now. Little late. Little bit late. "8:14 a.m. Oh, wow, you've been here for a good bit early in the morning, huh? Respect that right there. You meant 1:14. I was thinking, I don't know how it's 8:36 or 1:36. That's funny. Yeah, it is. This game is a huge money sink or time sink or both. That is something you will learn. Big money sink, big time sink, or big everything sink. Chaining and watching. Yeah, we're co-grinding. How often do I stream? I try to stream whenever something's going on. So usually in this game that's at least once a week. But you know, for instance, I did 2 streams today just because I'm grinding Marauders all day. And when fighting happens, it'll be the same sort of thing where I just stream whenever I'm able to. All those things. So it's not really a set schedule. Because a lot of it depends on when this game pushes things out. Videos, I'm trying to do at least 4 pieces of content a day right now while I'm super busy. Oops, not what I meant to click. Nice, look at that. Damn. It's a lot of barbs. Committing a barb genocide out here. You got Sun Tzu, that's good. So you're China then? China's the best civilization if you don't know that. To start with, you want to always be China for the build buff. Where are we going? China gets top 20 honor. It's a good push, Hypno. Or Hypnotic. Sorry, I keep saying Hypno. I'll wish you luck. $93. I need 7 more before I'm allowed to sleep. It's 2:17 a.m. It's gonna be a bit. $44 right now, just chaining many people that use auto barbs in 5 March. How do I have so much power? You want to see my main? My main's sitting at 100 mil right now. Once it gets troops recovered from KvK, it'll be like 120 mil. And I'm one of the weaker people in this kingdom. I'm just a bad free-to-play. How? Time, effort, and money. Lots and lots of time, lots and lots of effort, lots and lots of money. That is the secret to everything in this game. Low-key, we could hit this camp really quick. And don't get me wrong, you could totally be fine without spending a lot, but then you have to put in the appropriate amount of time. Like right now, I'm putting time into my free-to-play character here, and the money into my main. That's how it goes. But yeah, the only other thing I didn't say to you was try to join a sleeper group before you create an account, but I'm probably too late. I think you got Sun, so you can do a native and then become a sleeper. which I would watch a video on if you don't know what it is, but it sounds good. Already in the Bronze Age. What is that? Is that City Hall 6? Bronze Age is 4. So you're about to get a second march. That'll be nice. That'll be nice. I am absolutely floored that I have 5 marches on this. I really want to get 5 marches on my farm too. That's like my big project right now. But I don't think I'm getting that anytime soon, to be honest with you. You remember staring at this game clueless? Watching countless beginner guides? Yep, that's the way you learn. There's a lot of good guides in this game. There's also a lot of good experienced players that can advise you. I think that's 2 of the big advantages of a game that's been around for a few years now. First Alliance is really good, taught you a lot. Yeah, that's good. I think something I've definitely noticed and I myself experience is that everyone loves teaching. I like teaching. And I think a lot of people greatly enjoy teaching about this game. Even just random members and not Alliance mates. Or not YouTubers. Ooh, I am fading quick right now. Can we just make this 10 into 100 and call it a day? What you love in this game is that you always learn. Yeah, there's a lot of great things like that. And a lot of really cool mechanics that they're adding. Which makes it nice. Ooh, like the Trojan horse KvK story has some really cool strategy things you can do. Which is all new. Alright, once these marches have to refresh, I'm probably calling it either way. You play the game pretty long time, but once you enter SSC, you're a noob again. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think the beauty is like I've played forever, and me doing a restart, I feel completely clueless with half the things. I mean, when I played, you didn't have Bjorn, you didn't have, you know, Pericles, you didn't have Pyrrhus. Like all these commanders didn't even exist. Some people are building characters around them. It's crazy. Crazy to think about for sure. There's a lot of good systems in the game that I never had. One of the biggest ones is when I really whaled up and got tier 5 in KvK 1. Flux didn't exist yet. Flux would have saved me a whole lot of money. Hey, welcome. You're tuning in to me barely awake. It is 2:23 a.m. as I continue to kill marauders with my very weak marches. As I pray for the pain to go away so I can sleep. Five. Okay. What was I just doing? Something in here? Trading, that's what it was. 4-1. Yeah, I wanna go until I have to refresh, or I hit 100, whatever comes first. Should be the refreshing. What is my thought on those two alliances? I'd have to look. I'm not the most adept at this stuff. I'll look in more detail. Alright. Oh yeah, I'm dying out here. I am dying. Ugh. Kind of walked out there. I kind of walked out there, not gonna lie, guys. This is definitely like I would have turned off my stream if I was fighting so I didn't get zeroed. That's the territory I'm in right now. Damn it, did I just miss another one? Wait, that's not a Marauder. Alright, I'm draining my AP bar that I need to sleep, bro. I'm fucking passing out. Isn't 74 the imp? Yeah, they're the Rising Star. I'm gonna have a really in-detail video about why we are 3v1 and if we should or shouldn't be. But it is super up for debate. I think that a lot of people, if you look, would say that it's not something that we should be doing. Way better activity from you guy on Marauders. Oh yeah. But it's like a tier 5 thing. Basically, the long and short of it all is we have a couple more main alliances than them, but they have like 3 more tier 5 than us and a big Kraken. And we are doing 3v1 against one other real kingdom and the other is dead. So, it's up for debate. And I think you could argue either way. I think either way you can definitely argue. Which is why I'm going to make a good in-depth video about it. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. And I think people are a little bit too excited about it all. I think they need to kind of grasp how hard this is going to be. Which I have no problem with. I'm here for a fight. But it's like, let's lock in and understand what we're putting ourselves up for. Winter KvK just because we hate against 76. We swarmed down flags like we didn't care. Yeah, well, I think that's what 74 is going to do to us. Because they're going to have all the tier 5. Or more than us, at least. So we'll see. It's going to be a big fight in KvK. In Kingsland, for sure. We're going to have to see what the activity level of Bagration is. I think that's going to be a big indicator for us. At least that's what I think. Yeah, I think it'll be 73 versus 74 plus 2 whales from 76. And everyone else is pretty much negligible. Started 1 versus 3 is non-imp, and 76 betrayed 73 and you allied them. Damn. That is funny. It took me to like understand what you were talking about. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight. It's crazy. It's funny, it's as if I've been fighting like 4 days or something. 4 days and nights and I'm like gassed. I haven't been this tired in a while. Alright, 2 more. Come on. We're gonna push through. I need 2 more. You can do this. 1 more. A couple more barbs. You stole all their big players. Yeah, there's definitely some ego stuff like that going on here in our KvK. Just a question of who's doing it. We can find conflicting answers. Shit. Oh god. Oh god. This is so bad. I've got like 1 more and I'm freaking dying out here. Come on, give me the 1 so I can get off. I just want to sleep. Let a man sleep. Can I trade for it? I need this. 1. Am I gonna stay for KvK 2 or 3? We're gonna see. I plan to, but we're gonna have to see how this kingdom does. I have no plans to leave this kingdom right now. That is what I always say. Really, the only reason I would leave that I can think of right now is if field presence becomes bad. Because being siege, you need field presence. Alright, come on. Come on. Come on, let's go. Let's get this done, guys. Keep pushing. Three. think I missed one there. Couldn't do it. Way too boring. I don't think it's that boring. I think if anything, it's kind of exciting how you're able to constantly be setting up and judging. And you have to always worry about like the line pushing towards you, so you're always pretty engaged. I think that's kind of cool. We still have 60k AP left, and siege and ball fights are gonna cook so hard. Yeah, as long as you have enough people fighting to uphold it, then you'll be fine. Tried to make a siege mark to, well, you hit Imperium, and you had to delete all siege. Yeah, well, I think that for me, being a siege main, I don't think I'd have to delete my siege. Wait, what? What did I just do that trade for? And I think things could be changing with that. We'll see that in the near future. Oh my god, I'm not killing like any of these. Oh, we got a trade. My soul is free. Wait, did they do a push there? Am I correct? I don't know. After this one, I'll do it. Yeah, we're at 100. Alright, it's a good place to call it a night. It's 2:37 a.m. Alright guys, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to head off to sleep. And in a crazy world, there is a world that I stream tomorrow. The same sort of thing. So if I don't stream tomorrow, the next you hear from me will be the pre-KvK analysis video. If I do stream tomorrow, you'll see me in the stream. So good night, everyone. Take care. Thank you for coming. Good 3-hour, 38-minute stream. And yeah, bye-bye.